I'm generally a very private person when it comes to my personal life. I'm not in the habit of sharing a lot of details and certainly not in a public forum. But I learned a lesson this week and I thought I'd make an exception, in the hopes that this might be helpful to some of you. Now, some of you know that my oldest son, Asher, who's 19, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in June. Now, the good news is that this is a very, very treatable form of cancer with very excellent outcomes. However, it is a process to get there. And so he's now about 3 months into a 6 month chemotherapy regimen. And I got to tell you, it's rough. The side effects are brutal and not fun. So I have all these emotions around that situation. There's fear, there is sadness, there is embodied pain that you feel just seeing your child suffer. Now, this weekend is also my youngest son's bar mitzvah, and that's something that I'm very excited about and feel a lot of joy about, celebrating that with him and with my family and friends. What I realized this week is that you really can feel two emotions at the same time. And even conflicting or contradictory emotions you can feel at the same time. But the thing is that the negative emotions pull our attention so efficiently and so quickly that when we're in that state, we don't notice that we are also having positive emotions, that we can have positive emotions at the same time. So in our business, look, business can be a bit of an emotional roller coaster. We have highs and wins and loan closings, and then we have plenty of areas where there are challenges and frustrations, and maybe we feel angry about stuff, with a deal or internal dynamics. My encouragement is that when you find yourself in a negative emotional state, to take a couple seconds and see if you could also find positive emotions that you're feeling as well. And I think there's probably lots of areas where you could realize that you feel joy and gratitude at the same time that you're in that negative emotional state. And those things can coexist. I think that the more that we notice the wide variety of emotions that we can have at one time, it will add richness, fidelity, texture to our experience of just being alive. So I hope that's helpful to and benefits some of you. And thank you for indulging me to go a little bit out of my comfort zone this week. Talk to you soon.